In this video, I'm going to briefly address one of 3 strategies for preventing overload in your students. This strategy is to prioritize what you want students to learn. Your students can only take in and work with so much information. So prioritizing what you want them to learn is a way that less can be more. You can't talk about everything. So prioritize what you think is most important for your students to learn in your class session. Prioritizing content allows you to tell students what you think is most important. By giving students less content, you are able to go into more depth on the content that you have. In this way, you can help them connect to and build upon prior knowledge. Keep in mind that what may be simple for you can be very complex for your students. In addition to learning new ideas and concepts, students are also learning new vocabulary. The next slide will give you an example of how you could prioritize information. I could talk about the Baddeley model of working memory and describe to you that there is a phonological loop and a visual spatial sketchpad that provides input via different channels to the central executive function of the brain. But that's a lot of information to take in at once. I can prioritize this information by deciding if the concept is most important or the terminology is most important. I've decided that the concept is most important and will present this information using language familiar to the students. Working memory stores verbal and visual spatial information separately. They both provide input into the brain's central control panel. Once students understand this concept, I'll layer on the vocabulary. Another suggestion for prioritizing what you want students to learn is to choose 3 main points for each class session or unit. Make these points explicit to students and feature them prominently on your Moodle site. Refer back to them during your teaching. When creating lecture videos, make separate short videos about each main point. If you're having trouble narrowing down to 3 main points, maybe you're including too much information. Here's another strategy to consider. Ask yourself this question about a class session. If my students only remember one thing from this class session, what would it be? For instance, for this short video, I think the most important thing for you to remember is to prioritize the information and concepts you want your students to learn. Now, your answer to this question can help you identify the 3 main points. If you are like many instructors, however, you may struggle with this task. That's where instructional designers can help you identify your course goals and help you align your assessments and activities with these goals.